Welcome to Papa King Ceiling Palace. I had to do it on fly, y'all. I was like, I don't know what time. Oh, I'm not really sure. Not really sure what time I wanted to do fire signs. I did not forget y'all. Okay, so don't grill me. But how y'all doing? All my brew house brew hosts, my shamans. This welcome to Papa King Ceiling Palace, where we talk about spiritual things, mundane things, and we move the hell on. So, if you hadn't already known, SWV, they did their thing on the tiny desk. Y'all know I had to watch it. I'm a 90s baby. Um, One of the things that I do like about some of the old school artists that I do listen to, for the past couple of years, it seems like they always revving back up. Some of their music has been back on the charts. Probably Mariah Carey. She's taking the lead as usual. And yeah, just to see a lot of the old memories and the old songs that I used to listen to come back up. I love it. Absolutely love it. Can't explain why your love it makes me weak. I guess so. Weak in the knees. I can hardly speak. I lose all control. And something takes over me. In a day, it's not a miss. Okay, so enough of all that. Now we're gonna do the fire signs. And before I do that, we're gonna talk a little bit. So Saturn will be going retrograde tonight. And let me talk a little bit about Saturn because I'm ruled literally, like I said, my chart is ruled by Saturn, either by Capricorn or just by the house placements. Saturn is a planet, y'all, that deals with, for one thing, a lot of hate stuff. Two, spiritually, if you're working, like let's say you're working on your root chakra or your solar plexus or something like that, or you're going like to the root of the problem, Saturn usually rules the head of that. And meaning the planet is malefic, if I'm saying it right. And it just means that it's a heavier planet like Pluto because it does bring about karma, it does bring about change. But the thing about it is with Saturn, you have got to take your time. And I'm gonna say it again. Miss Girl, Mr. Dude, you're gonna have to take your time. Saturn is not a planet to be rushed. Saturn is it's really not a planet to be the fun and games. Now, if you do the work, yes, it involves work with Saturn. The rewards will be something amazing. Not knowing anything about that planet and you trying to bust up some things and trying to manifest some things, knowing that Saturn is kind of over your chart because it rules lessons as well. That's not a planet I would want to go up against. We have a lot of Capricorn energy with, like I was saying, Mary J. Blige. My mother is a Capricorn as well. So a lot of the wisdom that a lot of the Capricorn energy displays is usually by experience. And the good thing about it, having that particular planet in your chart, it's not always bad, but it's also about the lessons that it can bring. And it, you know, some people can't handle that. If you know a Capricorn or if you're involved with a Capricorn, please shout them out because they need a little bit of love too. And it's usually when you get around a Capricorn energy or a person that has that in their chart, you can kind of tell because they're usually laid back, they're quiet. Pee them off, and they'll show you the double side. But the darker side of that is usually because with Saturn being a heavier planet, that can display in many different ways in a person's chart. So if they are dark, they're usually a little bit more manipulative. Um, that energy with Saturn can be cold because we're dealing with it all the time as well. So I don't know. It's again, it's a heavy planet, and but again, with the lessons that are involved with Capricorn and Saturn, um, usually you can make it out alive if you go along with the lessons and you take your time, because again, Saturn is not a planet to be rushed, and this retrograde is going to be. Hey, Elegant Granny! Shout out to Elegant Granny TV. Thank you for pulling up. Um, with Saturn, with it going retrograde, I'm not sure what time, but with it going retrograde tonight, it's a perfect time for you to think about the lessons that you had to learn up until this moment, or maybe from 6 months up to now. Like, what were you doing in the past 6 months, or up until Aries season? You know what I'm saying? I kind of go with the rhythm of spirit. Thank you. Thank you for pulling up. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable and kick it with your boy. But what were you doing in the last 6 months that you caught the lessons from, or the things that you knew that you needed to kind of work on by experience and by lessons, no doubt, that it got you this far? And we kind of shy away from the lessons, and even I did at some point when I was coming up. Back when I was a little brujo, there were many lessons in my life where Saturn really just had to show me, like, boom, you're gonna do what you're meant to do, and it's not gonna be easy, but at the same time, it will be rewarding. Any lesson that Saturn gives you, and with it being in retrograde now, because we tend to think that a planet stops when it goes retrograde, and that's not true. It's just slowing down. And with these planets, they do have certain rhythms. Mercury being the fastest, now that's in 3 weeks. Now imagine Saturn in retrograde for months up until maybe November or October. I could be wrong, but we're gonna give this maybe about 6 months. Up, I think it is November. Elegant Granny TV says perfect time to pivot from the bull crap we refuse to let go of. That's what Saturn says. Exactly. So, um, even with even with some of the karmic lessons that we got collectively, if we actually did a whole review for the last 6 months of what's going on collectively, oh, y'all would gag. Trust me. I'm not gonna go there, but the lessons are a doozy, even personally. So shout out to the Capricorns and the earth signs. If you have Capricorn in your chart and it's prominent, baby, get ready. If you've been doing the work. Now, if you've been doing the work, you will see the rewards. If not, I don't know what to tell you, but you might want to get with Saturn on it, because baby, when Father Times go retrograde, we finna see it. Not only are we about to see it, but we finna feel it. So get ready to gag. That's all I can tell y'all. Keep yourselves protected, because Saturday is a day where we do a lot of protection work. I usually go to St. Michael, or usually my ancestors, because they're ruled by Saturn as well, by time, by karma. Elegant Granny TV said, "Yeah, Cap is my mid heaven." I have Capricorn all through my. Is it my first house? No, my 12th house. And 12th house in astrology usually deals with the things that we keep secret or we keep hidden, because it is under Pisces. And a lot of fluidity goes in with that, but even with my chart with Capricorn all in Pisces or in the 12th house, a lot of the rewards and a lot of the lessons came from spirit. And usually that came with a lot of hard work, a lot of research, a lot of meditation, all that. But find out where your Saturn or your Capricorn is in your chart, baby. Once you kind of understand quality, and you'll get to see exactly what's going on with this retrograde, baby. It's gonna go down. Okay. Hey, Magical Fly, how are you? Peace and blessings. What's up? Welcome to Papa King's Healing Palace, where we usually talk about spiritual things, Monday things, and we move the hell on. So, apart from that, I'm gonna do the 5 signs today. I listen. I almost forgot. It took Elegant Granny to give me a reminder. I'm like, oh crap! I was like, oh, I know I was forgetting something. 5 signs. Let me go and get to it. But Magical Quad says stand out the way and out of the extreme heat in Texas. Yeah, y'all, it's a heat advisory going on in Louisiana as well. If you're in that heat, baby, I feel for you because I only stepped outside once, and that was just to do my prayers and libations. I can't rep back in after that because it's too hot. I can't deal with the heat. I sweat, and I look like I'm not gonna go there, but I don't. No, but I think it's 101 over here, or close to that, or 99. Either way, I'm gonna avoid the heat. Please drink plenty of fluids, water if it's best. Listen, I'm good with juice, I'm good with cold drink, but water is where it's at. If you have the still water, whatever, child, but just make sure you pray over, okay? Anyway, so like I was saying, I totally forgot about the 5 signs. I woke up. Let me tell you how I went to sleep. Now those that know already know that I had a recent surgery on my, what was it? I had to remove a hernia from the lower parts, from the lower chakras, right? And I remember my mom, she cooked, oh, that Capricorn in there, she gets down with the kitchen, okay? So we did spaghetti last night. And I'm eating, no problem, munching down. So I gets up to throw my plate away. While I opened the door and I hit my stomach where my stitches is, and oh my God, I cried. I bawled on the floor because, especially if you're getting cut somewhere on your body, it's going to be sore. But I didn't realize how much energy and how much stuff that I was holding on to, even when I hit it. It was weird, but I felt all of that when I hit my stitches on my left side. So that whole night, I did not move. I just stayed in this bed up until I got up. I was like, you know what? I'm starting to feel a little bit better now, but back when I hit it, ooh, you could have thought I was Mariah Carey, the note that I hit. Ooh, it was something serious, but I'm okay. I just have to be careful when I open the door, and I have to slow down when I'm walking. So usually I'm walking with a stick, and Spirit has been getting on me about you don't need that stick in. Let it go. Walk like you normally walk. Me with the stubborn heart and the stubborn spirit, I'm like, because walking downstairs and walking like in certain spaces kind of get me dizzy. And Papa got to take his time. Oh, yesterday I felt it. I felt every big part of me being 33. I felt it, honey. So please, anybody that's out there that had a recent surgery, please take your time. Don't be bumping into things like Papa, okay? I got a little older. Balance is needed, okay? So let me go ahead and do the 5 signs. I think I'm going to start with let me go ahead and do Aries. There are a couple people that I know that have the Aries placements, heavy placements as well. And if you know anything about an Aries, they're the first ones in the zodiac, actually. And they're fun to be around, yes. They can get very some Aries can get very violent. And the only reason why is because they're ruled by Mars. Now, Mars is a planet, like I said again, of action. It can be a little bit dramatic with Mars, but what you put forth in Mars, you'll surely get out. Because it's going to give you that jump start. It's going to give you that boost. It's going to give you that shot of coffee you need in the morning to boom, handle that workload. But sure enough, Aries is the planet to go with, the sign to go with, especially if if you happen to be a person that likes to be out in nature, you like a lot of people. Me, I'm finicky. So usually, if you find an Aries somewhere, they'll be the ones to be the life of the party. They'll bring up the turn up with a couple notches, and they'll do the most. Not in a bad way though. Elegant Granite TV says this Ogun feast days at my Friday phone Ogun. So working for surgery healing is great today. Yeah. Yeah. I did a couple of meditations this morning when I got up. And what I normally do to help me kind of get myself right, especially if I'm going to sleep, I listen to a lot of meditations. Now, the ones on YouTube are cute, but ain't nothing like making up your own. So the other day, y'all know normally when I do my mantras, I do Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, or if I go to White Mahakala, which is a Buddha of comfort and peace and prosperity. Usually, I will set out a tone, be like, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. No, babe. Add a little bit of flavor in it. The whole night, as I was kind of sleeping with, after I hit this part, the song just hit me. It was like, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, Nam Yo. I went to sleep after that. This is basically why I wake up in a good mood, because of the mantras and putting a little bit of flavor in it. So when you're already doing a repetition of 108 times, and y'all, it's not hard. It's just 15 minutes to do mantras, okay? If you can take out 5 minutes to get on Amazon and look for thongs or whatever else, you can surely sit and meditate and do some mantras. Or like I told y'all, the magic finger. So what this does is, when you're actually doing mantras, I forgot to show my babies in the spooky crew this. But so when you're doing a mantra, or for me, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. So when you're doing the magic finger, this mudra, because it is a mudra, because it derives from this. But taking your finger and going counterclockwise, you will add a boost to that as well, because any prayer that is said with this magic mudra, it will surely get answered. So take it upon me, or if I'm out and about, I will usually take a walk. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take one now, maybe later. But normally when I take my walks to exercise, like I said, my stomach and all that, I'm usually doing my magic mudra. And y'all try it, because all you're doing is just taking your finger and you're going counterclockwise. Okay? And when you do that, it may seem a little hard at first, but the more that you do it, the more that it will come easier to you while you're doing your mantras or your prayers or whatever. So that's that with the mantras. So let me get into Aries, because I did pull a couple cards. The 12th house came up reversed. Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Risings. This is a placement, not only am I ruled under, but normally with the 12th house, it's going to be a little bit more heavier, a little bit more spiritual, because if you know a Pisces, they can be very deep. But so far as the 12th house reversed, there are some things that you might need to be looking into, Aries, that may involve some spiritual concepts. I got the 5 of Pentacles here. What's the pressure for? Seems like a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but for the majority of the Aries, it's kind of giving off an energy where it's feeling a little bit sad. Now, this is the 5th house reversed. Children usually are ruled upon this house astrologically. But this is where we get the art, we get the music. This is also a Leo placement. Come on now, fire signs. But what's seeming to me is the Empress, she's coming out reverse as well. Y'all. Some Aries may not be feeling like they're at the top of their game from what I'm getting. And the second house, they own the two. Look at it. Y'all see it. The second house is usually ruled by Taurus, astrologically. Follow me. Now, with these placements, and I got the High Priestess, Aries, not only should y'all be paying attention to y'all dreams, but y'all should be way more vibrant than this. It could just be some or underneath the well the and Elegant Grin says Mariah Carey note. Oh boy. Especially if you hit something, if you stub your big toe and it's sore, oh, you will hit every note that she creates. Okay. But Aries, my babies, what's going on? Because like I said, a lot of the pressures that are coming from the subconscious, this is self-induced. This should not be going on with Aries. And I feel for y'all. Some could be feeling underneath the weather. I feel that. Baby, any Aries that you will see, they're the life of the party. They're usually on top of their game. Not to compare or not to compete or anything like that, but I people watch. I watch a lot of people. And if you get to know that sign, usually if it's underneath Mars, you're not going to really see that person sweat. If you do, it will probably be because you're creating the stress and they're going to sweat it out on you. But I'm seeing a lot of lacking, a lot of the things that Aries know that they can do, they're not doing as well. So catch it, Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, and risings. Even if your finances are not in a complete kerfuffle, because I can see where this can kind of lead like, oh God, the second house Taurus rules money, okay? Resources, finances, the banking system. If that's not up to, they're not going to be seen without any type of resources that they would need to have personally, okay? So shout out to them on that, but it's all about really just making what you need, especially in today's economy, what you need to make this thing kind of pop. I do see a lot of creativity for Aries, but connecting to it may seem a little bit hard right now. And I get the changes that are coming afoot as well. If you're going through grief right now, Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and risings, I feel for you. My heart goes out to you. I love you, darling. But this is a lot of where the feelings of lack or the feeling of defeat is coming from. Underneath the 12th house, this is the subconscious. Okay? This is where we dream. This is where we rest, or we should be resting. And some things are not at rest with Aries, okay? And I get that. So a lot of changes are coming afoot with Aries as well. Even under this Saturn in retrograde, because y'all, I'm telling y'all now, this is gonna be heavy for the next 6 months. Yeah, 6 months is gonna be heavy. So y'all, it would be best to kind of start honoring yourselves, Aries. Honor yourself. Honor yourself. Spirit is kind of in my ear and it's saying honor yourself, as well as some of y'all need to work your ancestors a little bit more heavier too. I ain't perfect, but I'm just saying. Today is the day of the ancestors. Get out a blue or white candle. Psalms 108 or 91's 23, or my favorite 71 or 123. I'm not finna put too much on you, babies, but again, if you're finding yourself to be in lack and you're not necessarily sure where to kind of go about it, because this is the second house, y'all, where we get finances, prestige, uh, feeling the need to take care of oneself in a more plush manner. You know, having a little bit of R&R that comes perfectly with any sign. But like I said, y'all need to honor ourselves. Okay, self-assured, having game, working with the high priestess in any deck, or if she comes out. From what I'm feeling, y'all, she's telling me pay attention to y'all dreams, y'all. If anything, Aries, pay attention to your dreams, please, because there are some things that you may not be aware of that spirit or your ancestors or your spiritual cuatro is trying to tell you, and you may be dumb to the fact or whatever. Please, please, please pay attention. 10. I got Sahaki, and music is the vibe for my Brujo deck. All right, so 10 came out reversed. This gives us completion. That gives us things are done. But with it being reversed, babies, this cycle is not done. Okay? It's not done, which is fine because let's just say we're at the start of things for Aries right about now. As I'm taking a little spiritual screenshot because I know a good couple of Aries and they don't normally say what's on their mind or what's on their heart up until if it gets too deep. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, with Sahaki, it represents emotional and mental healing, and it came out reversed. If this is going to be the vibe for Aries, like, oh, I'm gonna go through with it, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just keep popping off and keep popping off and keep. No, at some point we have got to say what's on our hearts and what's on our spirits, because if not, that's gonna further eat us up, and that's another lesson to be learned by Saturn. Okay, follow me. Music is a vibe. Now listen, music is a vibe for anybody, but when it comes to music in itself, Aries is good to catch the beat. Okay? They're always going to catch the beat, or they're always going to catch the hook, or something that's going to catch their attention. So slow it down, Aries. Take your time, meditate. If anything is coming up as a challenge right now, please do not get overwhelmed. Take your time and do not rush things, because we all know, no tea, no shade. When it comes to Aries, if they don't get they just due, they finna they going right at it. And we can't blame Aries for that. That's just Mars, but now is not the time. Okay? Please, Aries, slow it down. Take your time. Understand that you're worth it as well. And this is just a storm, and it'll surely pass, baby. Y'all better catch it. Okay, so shout outs to Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So, all right. Who I'm going to go with next? I guess I'll do Leo. Listen. Let me put that finger up. Not Aries. Aquarius and Leo are so opposites. I get that. Boo. We still the shit though. Anyway. Anyway, we still the shit. But anyway, let me go on to the opposite of us, which is Leo. If you know anything about Leo, they're ruled by the sun. And having been ruled by the sun, Leo gives us fun. It gives us a time to party. But Leo is literally ruled by the heart chakra as well. That's why I love most about Leos, because anything they lead is from the heart. It's not always good. But I guess that's why we love Leo, because, you know, they are ruled by the sun and all that. But, and no, that don't mean that everybody wants you, Leo. No. You can sit down with it, okay? Catch it. But Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising Leos. Let me see what's going on with y'all today. Let me see. Now, there's a couple of people I know is Leos, and they always say, well, Aquarius just think they the shit. We are. You didn't know that? Okay. How bad for you? But how bad for you? So let me go ahead and see what's going on with Leo. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Risings. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Risings. Leo. Let us see what's going on with y'all today. Or any other day. Vesta came out. That's cute. Okay. Aquarius came out. As we would. So I'm looking at Vesta here. Vesta is the goddess or asteroid of dignity and of righteousness. And she's coming right now. She's coming right now to show us exactly how it is to be placed within the goddess or placed within another aspect of what you deem is a higher source, right? I always give my shouts out to the divine feminine and to the goddess. Now, who you deem as goddess, that does not matter to me. I don't care. I just give my honor to her. I think my Vesta isn't, because it is a aspect in a chart as well. Not to go too deep, but I think my Vesta is in. I forgot. I'm gonna have to catch y'all back on it. But before I'm looking at with the fourth house, seems like some things need to be done for the root and for the home of like the home. Getting into decorations because we do have Aquarius here. Getting into new ideas because we're progressive like that, baby. Sticking to that's anything that's not a norm, and I like that for Leo because I'm not gonna say that they do anything that's the same beat, but hey, Leos can catch it. I love y'all though. So you're also being led to express your love right about now. And this can be with anybody or anyone or anything, but expressing yourself with love or expressing yourself or from the heart, that's something that Leo is all about. And it's something that is needed nowadays because Elegant Randy TV say the best and ears. And ears. Expressing our love for one another or for another person. It doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be platonic as well. And when we express ourselves or we're going to make a gesture, some people can be a little bit off-put by that. And they're not usually used to being led by the heart, or they're not used to being fed so much emotion by a Leo that can really love them. I think my Vesta is in Taurus, Elegant Rant TV said. I totally forgot exactly where mine was. I did a screenshot of it, but so far as me memorizing it, I think mine is in Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? No? We have a similar something. If it's not Vesta, I think it might be Juno or something. I'm gonna have to go back on that Elegant Granny, but I'm not sure, but it's something. My Vesta isn't something. And it's very interesting how she came up. So what's needed right now is the goddess or another aspect of dignity and leading yourself with dignity, even if you're expressing yourself with love. Because baby, if you go out there and you're giving it your all, and a group of people is like, okay, Leo, Sun, Venus, and Risings, you may need to slow it down. This person is not, you know what I'm saying? There's something wrong. Leave it to a Leo. I think I'm gonna do what's best for me, and I'm gonna go with okay. 6 months later, they come. I ain't gonna say come crying, but usually the collective been like, see, I told you. All you had to sit down. All you had to do was just sit down and listen, and we would have avoided all this. But we love the Leos anyway because they're the big babies of the zodiac. So, hey, we gonna put our hearts and our love to the Leos. But I do see where some of y'all are healing family issues, family traumas, which is a perfect time for that because again, Saturn, he's ruled by the father or the mother, depending on where your chart is or how it goes. And right now, and it also said forgive your parents. So if you're dealing with any type of trauma with that, my heart goes out to you. I love you, baby. And also some religious factors here too. And this was on top of a craze. So when looking at with religious factors, you may be looking to bring out new ideas, or you're coming to a concept of who God is, or God, Goddess, your ass, whatever. Even if you're in a Christianity concept, me, okay, I love my Christians. I love them to death. I love them down. I just leave it at that. But I can see where some issues may be coming out with some things that are involving your love life, Leo. And right now, we're going through a lot of changes, and not just by oof. Something keeps saying karma. I keep getting karma right now. Not just by karma or anything, just by we think that some things just don't have to happen. Yeah, some things have to happen. And right now, Leo, the Eight of Wands reverse came up. And interestingly enough, I can see where a lot of Leos may want to kind of show their love to another person, but it do seem like there's a backup. It may be a blockage, or maybe somewhere where you're not able to express this love that you have completely. Well, the Nine of Pentacles, I can definitely see where we're being a little bit more self-sufficient in how we're gonna place that love toward other people. If you've been hurt before, because I kind of feel it, Leo, this would be the moment for you to be like, okay, Papa, what are you talking about? If you deal with anybody in the past, Leo, come on now. If you deal with anybody in the past and they gave off a feeling of dealing with somebody toxic, my sis, my dude, this is going to take a lot of work. A lot. And by actually being honest, because I do feel I'm hearing truth and honesty here. This is going to involve a lot of honesty with how you come about the relationship as well. It's not just by the other person or how they're going about it. We got to be very keen on how we come across as well, okay? So Leo, I got the Seven of Wands reverse as well. Some things are being put out, or there's something trying to block y'all blessings, especially if it comes to the heart chakra, or what you deem what's most important for you, what you love, or what you cherish, or what you seem to come to fruition with your love life. Leo, my babies, slow it down. Slow it down. If it feels like a male, I don't want to go there, but if it feels that if you're dealing with a male, Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Horizon, and he may not come across as he's the happy type, there's something going on, and he may need to let it out. I got the law of gender here as well. Count on my Brujo deck. Sahaki came out as well, but let's look at this one. This is Sahaki. This is a Reiki symbol. Wait. I'm lying. That was the law of gender. This is Sahaki. Sahaki is a Japanese symbol, is healing in Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, right? What that symbol means basically is mental and emotional healing, and it came out reversed, y'all. For it to be reversed, there's some things that we're not being honest about ourselves within this particular union, Leo. Let's be all right now. Leo, what are we doing? But I have a lot of gender here as well. And it says anything that's on earth, it exists by law of gender. Male, female, feminine, masculine. anything on earth, it has a masculine and feminine energy with it. Be not mistaken. Even the person you see on this camera, I carry both. Okay? So with the law of gender, that principle is to be honored even in a union. And I get that there is something that is going on with the collective, baby, that is Aries and Libra energy. I'll just leave that where it is. We get that. It's a lot of wars and unnecessary things in the collective dealing with the masculine and feminine. But listen, even with the law of gender, this principle is to be honored even in a second union. But I also see is the gag. I got the mask reversed. Usually, when I get the mask or there's like a something over our face or a veil over our eyes and it came out reversed, baby, you might need to check yourself. There's some things that are looking like either somebody's telling the truth or somebody's telling the damn lie. And right now, Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Risings. I hate to say it, you could be lying to yourself on some things. And I'm only saying that just to be honest, because with the mask, we got it reversed. Listen, something is not right. You know that, Leo. Don't make me start fussing. Okay? Work on it on yourself, but listen, if you need a little bit of help, you can always go to Magic Wow, Electric Granny TV, or me and myself. Listen, get it out. Do not hold anything back regarding a person, place, or thing right now, Leo, because you can take it to heart so hard. This will affect the heart chakra, ultimately the heart. We don't want that. Okay? Heart palpitations, heart problems. This is to be honored. So with Vesta, as she's coming out, as I'm starting to see why this has to be honored. And we're going to have to honor our higher selves and say, you know what? Some things are working, some things are not. Let me kind of modify some things. But Leo, that's when it all comes down to honesty. Okay? Be honest with yourself and say, some things it's not looking quite rose petaled and all that. And we can be honest and say that. The thing is, I guess it's more so about the action on how to go about it. Because I do get Psyche was reversed with Aquarius. Some of these new ideas and some of these things that you may not want to do, but they're going to help you in the long run. Now, Leo, I ain't perfect. But I'm just saying, some things it's looking real iffy over here for y'all. Especially when it comes to the home. If the home is not literally honored, or y'all know what I say, if there's no spiritual center or no ancestor altar, it will surely fall. A house without an altar, an ancestor altar for knowledge, it will surely fall. Catch it. Surety of place, hang in there. Okay. I do see where Leo can have the questions in their head a lot, and how this person feels about me or how I feel about this thing. You got the Eight of Hearts. This is something important. At least you thinking. At least you're coming to a place of understanding, saying, you know what? Some things may not, like I say, some things may not be right. Get into a place to where you can understand where you are right now. And I'm also being led by the Wild Joker. I'm going to say it again with the Wild Joker. Yes, this person loves you. Okay. This person loves you. But it may not come in the way that you would expect. Okay. Yes, they want to run a 1,000-mile marathon for you in your name. And maybe the day of they'll do the marathon, right? You told them to wear a gold shirt. They chose black. Either way, they still love you. So if you call about 5 times, Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Risings, and they didn't happen to answer, that does not mean that they're going to this now. Hey, I get it. Some if you in a union where your partner is out there, and happy Pride Month, by the way. If your partner seems to be going out and doing all this, that, and the third, you got that. But me, I'm selfish. I ain't got no Leo in my chart, but I can kind of see where, you know, this would have you thinking like, well, why am I with this person? They still love me. If you want to deal with that on your own, that's on you. But me, for example, if a person is going to be all invested in one person, it needs to just be one person. Okay? It don't need to be this one, that, and the third, and which that's what we're healing, I guess. Because it is in the middle and it is dealing with some family issues. Maybe you could be dealing with a partner that could be and other people, but hey, time will tell. Only time will tell. Because I do see some of y'all making progress. I like it. I love it actually. There's a connection that you could be falling under as well. The two usually means a connection or a couple, a person or a business, anything. But it's feeling real good right about now. So Leo, take the hints. Spirit was saying, look, hey, feel some family issues, kind of look into what's going on, but also honor yourself. Honor yourself and your truth and your dignity. How much are you gonna take from this person? How are you gonna take from this company? You know what I'm saying? Well, what are you gonna do about your business? Things like that. Okay. All right. So who I got next? That was for Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rises, y'all. Now, yes, I throw a little bit of shade with Leo because Leo usually throws shade at me, but not all the time. I love them down boots. But if you meet a Leo or if you have a Leo in your life, they're the sweetest people on earth. Just don't pee them off because they will show you why they're called the Leo. But I love them down boots. A couple of good girlfriends of mine are Leos, and honey, they make me know it. Usually by the way they dress, usually by how they go about their business, and I love it. If you meet a divine feminine that's a Leo, honey, you're gonna know it. She's gonna make you know it. Shout out to Leos though. Okay. So without further ado, I left my last and favorite fire signs of them all. Sagittarius. Okay. So I think in a Brujo blog, y'all, I might have spoke a little bit about this, but my heart and my my smile, my love. Recently there was a Sagittarius in my life, and he's no longer with us. Oh, but he was something serious. That man was a fool, but if you know anything about Sag, they're ruled by Jupiter. Okay? Some moon, Venus, and rising, and they will usually come with the biggest smiles on their faces because they will always be the jokester. They will always give you a lesson, and it may come off a little preachy like, oh damn, why did I ask Sag this? But usually they're right. I'm not gonna hold you. Usually, now if you catch a Sag lying, it's probably because you made them mad and they just don't want to deal with you no more or something. But hey, the exaggeration part kind of comes from Jupiter. So yeah. But let's see what's going on with Jupiter. My Jupiterians, like I used to call them, or my Saggies. Let's see what's going on with Sag, Sun, Moon, Venus, Horizons. Sun, Moon, Venus, Horizon. Saggies. Ooh. Now I know I just re-pulled these cards. I'm telling y'all, these cards, they coming out to be the same thing, but I'm starting to see why. Okay. So the first card that y'all have said is the sixth house. Now, if I were y'all, and if I didn't know any better, I would definitely see to being in a more routine, especially around this time, or getting into like health, beneficial things that regarding health or that are regarding your work routine, anything that's coming to you within the nature that you can't let go of or you gotta do it, like a routine or something that makes you go. Sag, I would look into that. I will kind of redirect my energy because I have the Two of Pentacles here. And this means like you could be either spending a lot more time with one and not really the other. I would seriously take my time, say, slow it down. Slow it down, my baby, slow it down. Because I have Mars here reversed. You may be feeling a little bit under the weather as well. And not be wanting to do much. Or you could just be feeling like you're in a funk. The Death card did come out. Reversed, no less. But it's giving me the end of a cycle here, and I kind of see where it's going because the fourth house came up once a damn again. Okay, and with the fourth house, with this, with everything being centered around the home, y'all, I get it. A lot of changes are being done. People may not even be feeling the same way as they did once they get out of a home or they're looking into a home. There's a lot of changes that's coming around with it because I have the Five of Wands here, reverse. There may be some things that kind of like, a little bit stingy on the emotional side, but I promise you, Sag, if you hold out a little bit, especially with the Six of Cups here, you hold out a little bit and you give a little bit of more that nostalgic type of aura around you that you already have, you can surely get to your solution because Aquarius came up too. And this is, again, new ideas, progression. Idealistic, the things that are not set in norm. It may come off a little offbeat. Sag, I would definitely seeking change within the home, even if it may seem like it's a little bit hard right now. Trust me, Sag, you got it. I promise. So, hold on. Another thing, you're also being led to rest, recuperate, regroup yourself, baby. Because with the Four of Spades here, some things are not at rest. So it's some things that are on the outside of us. It could be going on. It's a lot going on, or you may not be equipped with the changes that are afoot. If anything, just let down. Which is one of my favorite things to do. If all is said, and I know a good friend of mine, which is a water sign, if he don't know anything else, he gonna take a nap. I promise you. He's good for it. And I wouldn't even have it any other way because when it comes to a solution, or if it comes to like, nah, I'm finna take a nap because some things, it really don't need to be done right now. Even if it's just coming up with a particular solution for a problem. Lay down. Okay? Lay it down. So I had the Ten of Diamonds here came out reverse as well. If you're not feeling like you're at your best financially, there's no achievement, or you're not really getting to where you kind of want to financially. Understand that it's gonna take time. Yes, you can usually do some money works to kind of help you with that. I don't have my book right now, but I got y'all on some money works. But basically, you can take a dollar bill, anoint that with Psalm 72, with a green candle, no less, or however you want to do it. If you want to work with something else, that's fine. But when it comes to your finances, that should always be worked on anyway, especially when it comes to Saturn retrograde. All right, Saggy. So I got the Five of Hearts here reverse: loss, grief, benevolence. I actually meant to say malevolence, but things are not really going the way y'all should. And I kind of feel y'all. And usually this particular rhythm, it is feeling like some things are a little bit off of y'all. please, 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 again, take our time. Do not rush into things because Sagittarius is another sign that can be like, they can go because of the Jupiter energy that they carry. All they know is go. Especially if they want it, they got it, and they got the system down pat. Oh, I'm finna do that. Sag. It's just for right now. Okay? Just for right now. I do see a little bit of selfishness and third party here going on. Now, whoever y'all dealing with, it ain't my business, but I'm just saying. Child. Let me pull my little oracle deck on that note. I do see where a little bit like, a little bit of selfishness is coming out there. And I'm not saying that Sagittarius usually carry that, and even if they do, that's them. That's Sag. We're gonna let them roll with it. Okay. Saggy. Okay, I'm starting to understand why. The honeymoon card came out. Listen. Now the way I'm going to read this is because I'm looking at it through my spread right now, and y'all, I'm not looking at a honeymoon. But there is a blissfulness energy around you that you may even have a partner with you, or you may have a little what they call it. I'm not that older. They call it something. I'm not I'm not that old school, but listen, if you was checking up with somebody and it seems that the energy seems to be like, oh, well, everything's cool and fine, dandy, I will hold it. I will hold your draws, girl. Elegant Granite TV says, my Juno and Pallas in Sagittarius, and they both been telling me to slow down and have some fun the last 3 weeks. So I took off on my plate for Q3 to have fun. That's good. That's good. I mean, at some point, we all need a little bit of fun. We all need a little bit of that sun too. Trust me, I'm finna go out there maybe like later just to give me a little bit of an exercise or walk a little bit. But Sagittarius, with that being said, I'm glad you said that. Sometimes you do need to take a break. Sometimes you do need to just, there's nothing wrong with it. Even if that's all you do is rest. Who don't need it? Hey, I need some rest right now myself. However, you may not be feeling like you're worthy of some things. And I kind of see under this sign of Mars, like I'm looking at the root of it. Baby, you should be feeling a whole lot better than this. Shout outs to Saggy. Shout outs to my Saggy, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. If you're feeling like you're under the weather, you're feeling like it's not worth it, my heart chakra goes to you, baby, because this is where the 10 of diamonds is. Damn, no achievement. Like, everything's like, ugh. I feel for y'all, but understand that with the 4th house, you have attraction. You have something coming to you, baby. So listen, even with the health on here, smelling the roses, there's nothing wrong with that, baby. Listen, even if you have to get a set of roses for yourself, do that. Because I should be seeing a lot more love with Sagittarius, but usually that's cool, fine, and dandy. We can love up on y'all too. But understand that love is still around you. You're still loved. You still love itself. And you can still give that to other people. But right now, even if it's a little heavier, understand that Papa loves you, baby. All right? I'm going to leave y'all with that. But this particular card came out for Sag. Sag, let's talk. This could be the one. Okay. You could be feeling under the weather about a little buddy or a little bit of side person. That's cute, fine, dandy. But listen, who they is? Have you gotten to know them? What are they like? What are their home like? Are they a family type of person? Are they dealing with their ancestors? Are they dealing with their spirit guides? Are they even dealing with the spiritual side in itself? this is a lie when it comes to that, but I do get where the ideas are coming from. Some of the hey, maybe I should kind of talk to him today. It could be love's in the air for Sage. I like that. Cute, fine and dandy. But I'm gonna just give y'all a little dose of realism. If y'all do happen to find a person or someone is coming around you and you're feeling like maybe I should kind of put my all in a person, I was not the one to tell y'all, but hell, if the card is coming out, I will kind of give y'all that dose of realism and be like, hey, you may need to look into that person. They could be all the little razzle dazzle that y'all need. Elegant Granny TV says, "Oh boy, I'm good single." Me too. Me too. But even in a time like this where Venus and Venus is in Cancer and the sun is in Cancer, everything is going to be retrograde soon. Listen, you can very well meet somebody that you didn't even expect to meet. Again, under Aquarius, Sag, with that energy that's coming out, a lot of things are coming out. Bam, bam, it's new. Oh, I don't know him. He seems a little bit like on the geeky side, or he could be a gamer. Or, I don't know. If you happen to like this person and you're seeming to want to go forward with it, you can, but just take your time. Okay, that's usually what I say. You can, girl. You can, my dude, but just take your time. Papa is like, take your time because Saturn is in retrograde. Usually, if we're not paying attention, the lessons that needed to be learned would knock us on the side of the head, and we don't want Saturn to be mad at us, okay? It's not even planning being mad. It's just more so that we're not getting it. So let me see what's with the Brujo. You know what? Let me reshuffle. What's going on with the Brujo deck? Because I like this particular spread for Sag. I really do. Y'all meet somebody cute. Cute for y'all. Okay. Cute for y'all. Very cute. And this could be underneath the sun, the Venus in Cancer, because with it being in a water sign, everything is all about the phases of the moon. Everything is about changes, but it's all about emotional understanding as well. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Cute, Sash, cute. All right. So a couple things I want to talk to y'all about though. Sag, let's get with it. So Unalome came out reversed. And y'all know this is my favorite symbol. So Unalome basically means that we're on a journey that is usually with some bumps in the road or we got knocked upside the head, but we still making it. It came out reverse. So if you're on a journey and you're kind of headed in another direction and it kind of seems like you're lost, you're not lost in the sauce, baby. Just it may seem like you're a little bit lost. Redirect yourself and kind of come back into your center because it's kind of giving me like some of the lessons that you need to learn. You're not paying attention to, Sag, and I want y'all to pay attention to it because I want all of us to be great. Okay, but just pay attention. Okay, Shokure came out. This is the activation symbol in Reiki, and this is kind of something that y'all kind of need, even on the physical tip, because it's looking like, again, some things that you may want to do, some things you may not want to do. It's kind of giving me that like the juggling a ball type of thing. But Shokore came out just in time, baby. Understand that activation. This is an activation period, basically, and everything is going to flow in this divine timing. But right now, just being in honor of yourself, Sagittarius, and just understanding where you are. Hey, you can always just stay here in your center and try not let a bitch knock you off your game. But y'all good at that. But the thing is, I got the law of cause and effect here as well, which this is falling under the fourth house. Remember, with the five of hearts that came out with it. Law of cause and effect usually means that anything that happened right here, like say for instance, I threw somebody a ball or something. The effect will be that they will throw the ball back. Anything that we give into energy, it will always come back. Anything that's between an action or event is going to give us clarity. It's going to give us truth because we put energy to that, right? But baby, there's a there's a lot of thoughts that you may be having right now with the law of cause and effect, or what you put into, you surely get out of. That's the law of karma itself. Hence Saturn. But catch it. Here's the gaggle, y'all. Just let it go. Sag. And I love my Sagittarius. Don't get me wrong, because they're the knowledgeable. When it comes to fire signs, Sagittarius is it, because they will read nothing but knowledge to your ass. But it's seeming that, listen, when you have to literally take your time and you have to let things be, let shit go. Don't be holding on to nothing that you don't need to be holding on to, okay? The heart chakra as well, because we let off with Leo and all that, but we still in a heart center right now. And I think collectively we are kind of in the 5D right now. I could be wrong. Anybody would love to comment and let me know where exactly spiritually we are. I know we didn't already pass 4D. I think we're about 5D right now, collectively. Y'all feel me? But Sag, just let it go. If you have a habit of having, the monkey mind, or you kind of second guess yourself, baby, just let it go. Okay? All will be done in time. All will be handled. Spirit got you. Goddess got you. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Okay, Sag, don't listen. I just said let it go. Don't make me start fussing at y'all. Anyway. But anyway, so that was for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Horizons. Okay. If that made sense, get a holler. If it didn't, hey, that's okay. I still love you. Okay. So, yes. Let me see. As I'm getting to put my cards in their proper places, just read. Okay, so I think everything I did. Saw in the comments. So, yeah, that was the fire signs. And listen. Anything that may manifest in the next couple of days, hey, let me know what goes on with any of the zodiacs. So we're gonna try to do this every month, but right now I'm so glad and happy that y'all pulled up and pulled through for your boy. So I guess I'll pull a couple cards for the collective. I don't know. I'm feeling real good right about now. So shout out to y'all. I love y'all down boots. Yeah, thank y'all for sitting there watching my video for me. I really do appreciate it. Every single person that ever liked or even comment or even just showed up just to be nosy, I love y'all for that. I love y'all. Queen of Spades came out for y'all. She's coming out to be a bit brash, a bit rude. Some things are coming a little bit slow, but hey, it is what it is. She's the Queen of Spades reverse. Now, what it means basically is get yourself together, pay attention to what's going on, okay? Again, the fourth house. Y'all, listen, I don't know what's going on with the fourth house or the home or the homes. It seems that a lot of things that are coming out, there could be indications that the fourth house needs to be worked on. Or you may need to look into your fourth house astrologically and kind of see where you, around this time, because it is Cancer season. And these cards be popping out, child. A lot of the things that's coming out right now, it could be a little bit emotional, or it could be some things are not set in stone. That's okay. I got, actually, I take that back. That wasn't even a 5 of Wands. This is the 4 of Wands. Actually, this is the 4 of Wands right now. Reverse. Some things are not at rest right now. I can kind of see that. And for some reason, the honeymoon card keep coming out again. Whoever got on rose-colored glasses, y'all might need to cut them holes off and just take them off your face and say, okay, I don't know what I'm looking at, Papa. What am I looking at? Whatever you're lying to yourself about. It could be involving the home, or it could be involving somebody that you're with. Either way, all I'm seeing is just a bunch of confusion when it comes to the fourth house or the homes. Look, listen, clean out your homes or redecorating or putting a little bit of reiki to your home. Something has to be done when it comes to the home, okay? Sahaiki, and I just shuffled these damn cards, came out again too. Sahaiki is reversed. Some things on the emotional side are not usually honored, or there might need to be a little bit of work done with it. And I would fully, before I pull this next card, fully work on the home, work on yourself, work on resting, work on, some spiritual baths. You know what I'm saying? The number 8 came out, and that actually came out reversed, but it's not really reversed because it's still 8. You could be working on your success. You could be working on karma, or you could be working on your awareness or your inner strength. You may need to work on it. You may need to work on what needs to be released or some karmic themes. It's perfect time for that because it is Saturday, babies. Okay? Okay? So I'm going to catch y'all. This has been your boy, Papa Ken. Thank you for sitting down and chilling with me on Papa's Healing Palace. This has been a 5-sign reading, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I love y'all down boots. Peace.